What's good? Welcome back to the Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. It's your boy The Don here with my co-host King. What's good, man? Like I know he's happy, and I'm happy too, man. I'm happy too. Let's get it.
The train has left the station, man. You know I'm hyped. Fire LP. Fire LP. We got what we wanted. But the question is now, what now? Like, what now, man?
Hey,
we got what we wanted, but what now? What do we do now?
The Mac Militant is the interim head coach.
Yeah, because Nate McMillan didn't even want the job.
Yeah,
Respect
but somebody got to carry the team to the end of the season.
Yeah, that's true, but I understand Nate McMillan not wanting the job because he had love for Lloyd Pierce. But dog, that was your opportunity. Like you don't turn down your opportunity for no other man. Like, like Raheem Morris didn't turn down his opportunity for Dan Quinn.
I knew you were gonna bring that up.
Like, what you mean? What you mean?
Oh man! Okay,
no, this is my opportunity. Hey, I'm sorry you got fired, but it's my opportunity. Like LP should call that man and tell that man, like, yo, take the job. Like, what you mean? You don't do that.
All right, let's look in the chat. Sports Live and ATL. What's good, man? This had to happen. I knew it was coming. About time. Finally, Atlanta Nation, Dan Quinn 2.0. Yeah. It's kind of hard to say Dan Quinn 2. At least Dan Quinn, at least he can say he won. You know, he been to 3 Super Bowls, won one. So LP, what's good, Tyrone Monday? I got a call on Tyrone. What's good, man?
I think he thinking Dan Quinn 2.0 with the blowing leads, you know.
Yeah. I you know, it's Atlanta sports, man. We always blow leads. So you can make the comparison to Brian Snicker, you know, Frank DeBoer, what's the name, Coach Kirby Smart, whoever, you know, you can make that argument. So Ultra shout out, what's good, man? He said, yep. Leafs envy, something like that. Well, it's the stink on deck. He messed this up, aka trading key players or draft. What's good, Cookie? He said finally Capella cannot play in the fourth quarter. About time. Yeah,
I never answered my question either.
What?
If you could go back at the same age.
Who? You asked that? Wait, I got to answer that?
No, Cookie. He asked the question, would you want to go back to 2007? And I said, do I get to stay the same age? He never answered my question, but I'm glad you're here.
You do not want to go back to 2007 as an adult because that's during the recession and you're going to have some problems.
Understood, but isn't this sort of like a recession? What we going through now?
Kind of, but it ain't worse like it is, man. We had gas was like $4 a gallon. It's not there yet.
Yeah, yet.
And we didn't have that, you know, people was out of jobs and stuff, man. So I'm talking about like the recession hit so hard, like college students felt it. And we ain't even was in the workforce yet. We was just in school. We felt like we was like, oh man, we can't wait for the recession to end. So
I wasn't an adult, so I was freshman.
Exactly. I know how it was. And even when I graduated, I still felt the remnants of the recession. So
I feel you.
Trying to shake it up, trade Collins to the Celtics. Collins is not the problem. He should be used to the best of his capabilities. I agree.
Yeah. Nate McMillan showed that when he put him in the game in the fourth quarter and we won.
Yep.
But he don't want to take the job because he got respect for Lloyd Pierce. I'm hot about that.
End of the day, man. End of the day, money is money.
Yeah,
a job is a job. You got to do what you got to do. You know.
He's not my favorite head coach, but
it ain't like he
option.
Yeah, it ain't like he pretty much disrespected the man. You know, you just your friend can cut the mustard. So hey, you up and let's see what you can do.
Exactly. And it's crazy because that happened to me before. I was working at this job. Shout out to Vance. He was supposed to get the job, but he had got in trouble, so they gave it to me. Me and Vance was cool, but I'm not about to short my change because you got in trouble at work and you can't get the job. And then once I left, guess what? Guess who got the job? He did. Like
exactly.
It happens. Shout out to you, Vance. Walton Wood fam. What up?
No sympathy. If you get fired for clearly doing your job incorrectly, I'm taking that job all day, every day. Yeah. That's just how it's supposed to be. So, Lloyd Pierce came to this team in what, 2018?
Yes.
2018, yeah. 2018. Yeah, so he pretty much lasted, what, 2 years?
But this firing, understood, I've seen some tweets saying that it was too soon. But last year, he lost John Collins. Understood. But even after losing John Collins, it was like they came back. They still wasn't. It wasn't like it was a different team once John Collins came back. This year, you had everybody from the start. Nobody got suspended. Nobody got in trouble, and you added more pieces to what you already had.
You being politically correct, man. Let's just call a spade a spade. All right. Your first year, you came here, you already had John Collins. All right. Rising, you rookie. All right. You added Trae Young. Even though we knew that everybody, because that trade we did, Sneak did with Dallas,
shouldn't have been done.
Yeah, but hey, it is what it is. But we thought Luka, we knew Luka, you knew what you had in Luka. All right.
Yeah, facts.
But at the same time, we didn't know what we had in Trae Young. And Trae Young pretty much like overexceeded all expectations and pretty much peaked. Not even say peaked, but he reached his ascend real early. Because I thought that it's gonna take Trae a good 2 or 3 years to really get to where he need to get to. But it didn't even take him that long.
But let's be real. He didn't find his games. Trae Young still hasn't found his game.
He hasn't, but for him to like he's doing, that speaks volumes though.
But you got to realize what Trae did. All he did was come into the NBA doing exactly what he did in college. That's all he did. Yep. He didn't come to the NBA and do something totally different. The problem with Trae Young coming in was, could he do what he did in college? Yeah. Okay. So you did what you did in college.
Some players can't transition like
that.
But
wait. So you did what you did in college, but now the NBA has adjusted to you. So now what can you do? That's how you get better in the NBA. Everybody got to change their game. You can't come out there and shoot 30-footers all game. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So when it comes to players like Stephen Curry, he found other ways to score, and that was coaching, because he was getting put in situations where he could score the ball by his coach by running the right plays, running off-ball screens, running the elevator screens. So now I can take your scoring and put it all around the court and not just from the top of the key or from deep three. So that's why Lloyd Pierce was out of here. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's the coaching aspect of it.
It's a coaching aspect. But what I was saying is, you had Trae Young, you had John Collins. In 2019, you drafted DeAndre Hunter, you drafted Cam Reddish, both in the first round, top 10 picks. All right. And then, yes, COVID hit. Okay, gave him a pass, whatever. And then there was his second season. Now we in this season, you drafted Big O. We pretty much don't even know what we got in this kid. You acquired a lot of talent in free agency, and you still losing. That's not good. So
exactly.
And this is why I said at the beginning of the season. I said, on paper, we look like we can go 6th seed. But if we do not make the playoffs, it ain't gonna be because of the talent. It's gonna be because of the coaching. And I said this. I hate being right, because it upsets me that organizations like the Hawks, we talk about the Falcons a lot, Braves too. Like, I'm sitting back here in the doggone house, making decisions that can be made there that can be prevented. All this stuff could have been prevented.
Yeah, facts. I agree with you there. Pot water, I like it. Tyrone, we're gonna get to your question, because I do understand that pick and roll game. He does run that all game, but I'm talking about pick and roll off ball. off-ball pick and roll screens, away from the ball. If he gets some of that, there's none of that in his offense. None of it. It's like you might see it once or twice a game, but you got to be able to scheme these shooters open. Having like that one game, having Gallinari come off a screen, try to shoot a fadeaway. What are you doing? That's not his game.
That. Please don't bring that up.
Like,
what?
It sucks to bring it up, but that's a moment right there where coaching mattered. John Collins was wide open, but that play was designed to go to Gallinari, and he didn't tell his point guard. Well, that's the play he got messed up, but he didn't tell Kevin Huerter to, all right, if this play is not open, John Collins is going to be open. That's coaching. Like, look for the second option. That was a one read play. This is your read. This is what you're going to do. So that's a little bit of Kevin Huerter and his basketball knowledge. But when it comes to basketball knowledge, that falls back on coaching.
Yeah.
Because in the huddle, you say, if this not open, you go here. Two options because you got 5 seconds. This goes back to Dan Quinn. Jump on the ball. That's just something you know. Like, all right, I'm hoping you know that, but I'm going to tell you just to make you know that you know to jump on the ball when he kick it.
Some stuff we say we apply to coaching, but stuff like that, man, that's just common sense.
But common sense not common.
I know this, and this is why when you have a coach who doesn't have common sense, this is the results you're going to get every time.
Yeah.
Robert said, I think we need Avery Johnson to coach Trey, and it would help JC Hunter games greatly. I don't know what Avery Johnson is up to these days. I ain't heard that man name since I know he was coached the Mavericks back in the day.
Yeah. I'm giving my coach. Well, if you watch the show, you already know who I want as coach, but I'm gonna give it that take on Kings Realm tomorrow. But if you watch the show, you already know who I'm gonna say. So been saying the same name since I've been saying Fire LP. Fire LP. I'm glad he's fired, man. But like I said earlier, what do we do now? What now?
Man, the same thing we've been doing for years. Play for the draft. I'm laughing and crying at the same time, man. I'm like, oh man, I'm tired of being trash, man.
It sucks, bro.
Man, and then we ain't get no first overall pick, man. You know they we're gonna get the 9th pick for the draft. We're gonna have the worst record. They're gonna be picking 9th. I'm like, I hate this lottery, man.
It's stupid. Hey, we gotta blame Philly for the lottery.
Yeah, because they tanked for doggone 3 seasons straight.
Hey, they're a playoff team now every year. Every year they're a playoff team. That's crazy.
Somebody said Tyrone said Kevin Cam going to turn into a problem with the right coach.
Of course.
Michael said love Trey, but he is too small and has too much vision to be taking all of those shots. They need to run more off ball with him. Yeah,
exactly what I'm saying. Like, and picture this for people that don't know what I'm talking about. I've watched multiple games with Stephen Curry, and he don't even bring the ball up the court. Mm-hmm. Like, somebody else bring the ball up. They let Draymond Green bring the ball up the court just so they can scheme Stephen Curry open in the 3 for the corner or off the elbow or a simple shot or a layup.
And that's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. Trae Young always has the ball in his hand. You have other people on this team that can handle the ball. And that goes back to what I said on Kings Realm. Make Rondo a starter and put Trae Young at shooting guard. Rondo he's not going to be looking to score. As a shooting guard, you're going to be looking to score. Run off ball screens. Then y'all can switch. Some plays Trae Young run the point guard. Now you still got John Collins as an option. When DeAndre Hunter comes back, he's going to be playing a 3. So you got him as an option still. So you still got 2 options to score the ball. And then you got Clint Capella standing by the rim. Hopefully he don't miss the layup, but, that's still an option.
Yeah.
So you got multiple options. It's just back to coaching. Like, understand Rondo been hurt too, and that can come into factor. But even when Rondo is healthy, he still doesn't use Rondo right.
Yeah.
Rondo should be starting. That's how I feel. Kevin Huerter should come off the bench.
I agree. I want Becky Hammond or try coach Jeff Van Gundy out the booth. I agree. Becky, the man. I'm okay with that. Darius was good, man. Yeah, Darius, we talked on Saturday. We talked was it Wednesday? Yeah, we did a show Wednesday. And we talked about Pierce getting fired.
Yeah.
Allergies. Bogey might play tomorrow. Hope so.
Yeah.
Ultra Shadow said the draft lottery is rigged. Yep. You already know it is. All the problem with that is that Rondo has been ineffective all season. What's your take on that?
I wouldn't say he's ineffective. What are you expecting from Rondo, though? Are you expecting Rondo to be Celtic Rondo? Then no. He's just at this point in his career, he's older. He's not that player to be. I don't need you to score points. I need you to facilitate this offense because we have scorers. We have so many scorers on this team that I don't need you to score points. Rondo having 6 points, 12 assists is a win. And he got all 6 of his points from the free throw line. That's a win. And everybody else scoring around him. That's a win for us. So you don't need him to be efficient offensively. You just need him to facilitate the game.
Yeah. That's what we need Hunter for. Darius said we got to get a playmaker big with high IQ or a true two.
Go back to that what Darius said. We got to get a playmaker with big IQ. Playmaking is just not scoring. Magic Johnson was one of the best playmakers to ever touch the floor, and he rarely scored. He made plays with his court vision and his basketball IQ. LeBron James, a lot of his big plays come from his basketball IQ. We talk so much junk about him passing up the ball to give to Kyrie, but Kyrie is a better shooter, or this player is a better free throw maker than him. So why not let them make the free throw? Why not pass? That's all basketball IQ. It's just not scoring the ball. You got to give up the shot sometimes, or you got to make a play a different way.
You got to know where your players are, and make sure they are where they need to be to score.
Exactly.
It's always about you trying to do everything, because then you're gonna wear yourself to the ground. So.
Exactly. Chris Bosh made one of the biggest plays. After LeBron missed the 3, Chris Bosh got the rebound, tipped it out to Ray Allen. What happened? 3-pointer. That was basketball IQ by Chris Bosh to know that, all right, we need 3 and we don't need 2. Remember J.R. Smith, no basketball IQ, had the game, put the ball up, put it up. So it's what you doing, brother? So
exactly.
Basketball IQ is basketball IQ, man. It's all about everything, the whole spectacle, not just scoring the ball, everything.
Jew Talk Sports just dropped some jewels on us, man. He said, "What up, fellas? I agree with you, King. My Cavs play Sexton and Garley in the backcourt. Trey would be a better, stronger
shooting guard. Yes, bro. I'm glad somebody else see the vision that I'm seeing, man.
But yeah, even though you a Cavs fan, but I give you that.
Hey, the Cavs then they beat us. I think they swept us this whole season.
Yep, we ain't beating them not near time. To not look worse than our two-way in Skylar Mays. He needs to run the second unit. Most times he just out there. I love Skylar Mays, man. We need to play that man a little bit more. Like,
I agree.
He came from Maryland, right?
I don't know. I can't remember. I can't even tell you what Skylar Mays.
No, he gave LSU. He's an LSU kid.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, I can't tell you. He's from LSU. Yeah, because I remember I went back and looked at the tape when he got drafted, and I'm like, yeah, he can shoot. He can play. Yeah. So if we don't want to keep Kevin Huerter around, you got your person right there, Skylar Mays.
Yeah.
So Rondo's a better playmaker. Do you see Collins being traded by the deadline, and who should we get for him? You better trade him to a team that you know that's going to be trash, and you get they draft it. That way you potentially have top two draft picks.
Yeah, so. That's the real only way. Because trading to a contender would be dumb.
Mm-hmm.
That would be just dumb.
Trade him to a team that's worse than us.
Yeah. If that's the case, if we're gonna trade him at this point, if we can't get a trash team, we might as well just keep him and let him walk. All right, whatever. Because at this point, I understand getting something for him, but if it's not a trash team that's gonna take his contract and you trade him to a team that's already good, you're not really getting nothing unless you do it and that team that's good has a contract with somebody else that's gonna be a lottery team. So then you're trying to play that game. So
Slink know what to do.
Yeah.
I trust Slink with the front office and the moves. So we get
he made these moves so far.
Yeah. Tank for Cade. Oh man.
Right.
Y'all go with this tank. Tank it.
It don't ever work.
You can't take, like, it ain't gonna work. We gonna take but then the draft lottery, you gonna get the 11th overall pick. You think you're getting number 1, but it's gonna be 1-1-11. That's what you're getting right there. So
then we take for Zion.
Man, we ain't even get nowhere near Zion.
And we
get nowhere near Ant-Man either.
Nothing.
I know Georgia people was mad at that. I'm like,
he's not even really that good.
He's all right, man. Like,
he's crazy.
He ain't like
he can shoot.
But you got to think about this draft class this past year, man, wasn't really that good. We're keeping it 100. The last year with Zion, you had Zion, you had the dude from what school that was? Murray.
Yeah, you talking about
John Morant.
John Morant.
Yeah, him. You had the other two.
But you know what's crazy about him?
Yeah.
Yo, the only reason he got signed to Murray State is because the coach came down there, right? He went to the school, and John Morant was in the auxiliary gym. And the only reason he went downstairs to the auxiliary gym is because he was hungry. He wanted a bag of chips. And then when he got the bag of chips, he was watching John Morant. He was there to see somebody else, but he was watching John Morant, and he was like, wow, this kid is good. And then he went and watched him at a tournament, and that's when they signed him after the tournament because he went off at the tournament. Crazy how a bag of chips saved your life. A hungry man just saved your life. Well, I won't say saved your life, but got you started into going to Murray State.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It happens. Trae Young a whole 10 pounds lighter and a significant worse defender, even though he has improved a lot this season. So I don't know about the shooting guard for full time.
On that note, Cookie, look at basketball. Basketball is now guard, forward, center. It's positionless. It's guard, forward, center. That's all. That's what you got. You're either gonna play the guard, the forward, or the center. So the term shooting guard and being small to play shooting guard, I don't think that matters, because it was, like I said, many times that we had Julius Randle bringing the ball up the court on us and working us out. Julius Randle. So he's not your ideal point guard. Neither is Luka Doncic at 6'9". So then you got people like Trae Young who bring the ball up the court. McCollum and CJ. Not McCollum and CJ. McCollum and D. Lillard. D. Lillard should be the shooting guard and McCollum should be the point guard, but you see that switch because Lil is bigger. So now it's positionless basketball. It's just you can just play ball, guard, forward, center. So that's my thought on that. But I could be wrong. You could be right.
Ultra Shadow says Saints fan became Pelican fans when Zion got drafted to the team. Yeah, I agree with you on that because nobody down there was talking about diving on the Pelicans.
Facts.
No one was talking about the Pelicans at all. And I'm like, even though, yes, they winning games right now, which is good for them, but at this point, it's just not to give me another year on Zion. I need another year to see what he can do. Yeah, I know last year was kind of, because he got, he was hurt and stuff, but I need to see another year.
Another full year.
Yeah. And it won't be COVID. Hopefully it won't be COVID. No excuses. Let's see a whole full year from Zion Williamson.
We talked about ATM.
Yeah, Nate Millen time. You right about that, man.
He don't want the job. He too loyal to Lloyd Pierce. I don't want it, dog. I don't want it. I don't want no more money.
Tyrone said Draymond is averaging close to 10 assists a game as a big man.
And you want to know why? Because a lot of his assists come when he walks the ball up the court, they run a play, he hit one of his shooters, and they make a basket. I can count you like 3 or 4 in a game that he does that. Mm-hmm. On top of the ones where he's in the post. So that just comes down to coaching. Like, different ways to score the basketball. Everybody, Trae Young don't have to bring the ball up the court all the time. That's typical.
That's typical. Guys, you gotta think about it. Golden State's coached by Kerr. Kerr, he's that hybrid type of coach. He old school like Phil Jackson and Pop, but he also twisted and modernized their type of offense.
Exactly.
That's what he did.
That's all his offense is.
It's not that he hasn't changed anything up other than modernized it, but it's still the same stuff. You go back and you look at how Phil Jackson coached the Bulls and the Lakers back in the day, how Pop coached the Spurs back in the day when he had the Twin Towers. Yeah, well, I'm talking about back in the glory days, like when he had the Twin Towers, when he had Ginobili and Parker and all those guys. Like you look at it and you look at Golden State the past few years, they playing the same style of basketball.
Exactly. Just team basketball, ball movement. The person with the ball don't matter in their offense. The person with the ball really don't matter. You got to be watching everybody else. The person with the ball is going to lead you to an open shot because you're watching the person with the ball and they be watching Curry coming off their screen or Clay coming off their screen. Mm-hmm. Or these two elevator door screens that's about to plug you up and gonna leave Curry wide open.
Exactly.
Just ball movement, get into the game. This team is so focused on Curry, not Curry. God damn, get my
Trae Young.
Trae Young gonna come down, he gonna hit a big shot and it's gonna spark everybody. But
you know why? That's entertaining to them.
Exactly.
It's entertaining to them. They don't want to see the team play fundamentally sound basketball. They just want to see Trae get 50 points a game. Like, we seen him score 40, 50 points a game, we still lose.
And it's just
like the same thing like the Falcons. We score 40 points and still lose the game. Like, yeah, it's entertaining to score points, but what else? What are we doing? What else are we doing?
And what's crazy about that? The last time this team was fundamentally sound, they went to the playoffs and they was the best team in the East. Mm-hmm. And the reason they didn't win was because they went up against LeBron.
Yep, you're right about that.
So when you look at it, that's what we need to get back to. And with this team, they have the superstars now, or they have the players on the team that can elevate this team in those moments. Maybe not the first or second year, but by third year, that this team constructed properly, boy. Fundamental basketball with all these shooters. Come on now. Finals at least. Eastern Conference Finals at least.
Exactly. He said, "How surprised are you about LaMelo's play so far?"
Not surprised at all.
Yeah, he's good. I think out of all the Ball brothers, he's the best one. So
yeah, his dad told us.
All right, I would have to took LaMelo over Edwards though. Yeah, I would took.
Of course.
Yeah.
But you got to realize that LaMelo has been doing this. It's the same thing Luka Doncic. It was just reversed. Luka Doncic has been playing with grown men since he was like 14, 15 years old. So has LaMelo. LaMelo in the 9th grade was playing varsity. 9th grade playing varsity. He played there for 2 years, 3 years. Then he went overseas to play with grown men again. So he's always played with an older generation. So as he come in as a rookie, it's like, okay, he's not really a rookie because he's been doing this.
And then on top of that, you got two brothers who've been in the pros for years too. So you're pretty much playing pickup ball with them anytime you want to when you want to go to their house or whatever. So that also adds to it as well. And
with Lonzo being his older brother, I'm pretty sure he went to these games and he asked professionals, what do I need to work on my game and all that. He had the access to do all that. His brother was in LA. I'm pretty sure he worked with so many coaches that
so many players,
knew
former players. I
Exactly.
wouldn't be surprised if he worked with Kobe. I wouldn't be surprised if
Exactly.
he worked with Kobe back then. Like, you know,
His brother was on the team in LA. Like, come on now.
look at the Jazz offense. Wars reported that Nate McMillan accepted the interim head coaching job. Yeah, we saw that an hour ago.
Woo.
Yeah, he accepted it. So I've been saying it for the longest that the Hawks need to step up on defense, and the offense will come. Yeah, he's playing the Drew League at 15.
Yeah. So he was playing basketball professionally. Who you talking about? Cookie? You talking about? Got to be talking about Lonzo.
Who?
I mean LaMelo.
Who you talking about? Oh, you talking about back? Oh, you talking about
Tyrone? You got to be talking about LaMelo. He was playing in Drew League at 15.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't a thing when Luka was playing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, look, Lloyd Pierce is gone. Nate McMillan is the interim head coach for now.
Yeah, he's talking about LaMelo.
Yeah. So, hey guys, I know y'all happy. I'm happy too. Let's just see what the rest of the season plays out, where we fall. Hey, anything else you need to say on this, King?
Yeah, man. As y'all know, the intro coming tomorrow. Be there 10 p.m. If the Hawks get the win, that's just put icing on the cake. Hopefully, Nate McMillan can get a big win over this Miami Heat team that we just lost to, that we shouldn't have lost to because we was winning in the fourth quarter again. But 11 out of 20 of the wins that we've had have been we winning in the fourth quarter and we blow the lead. So hopefully Nate McMillan come in the game. We can do this thing, but we dropping the intro tomorrow. Everybody be there post game. It's gonna be epic. We got Morris coming on. Of course, we got Larry coming on. We got DeAndre Burner, T coming on. So it's gonna be a great show. Hope to see all y'all there.
Yeah, you got a whole crew with you tomorrow. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So, all right. Everybody, appreciate y'all for joining us live. If you watching this at a later time, let us know what you think about the firing of Lloyd Pierce in the comments section. If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button. Share this content out with Atlanta Sports Fanatics. And hit us up in the comment section. As always, come holler at your hometown sports podcast. It's your boy, The Dunn, with my co-host, King.
Love yourself, people.
Indeed. And on that note, we are gone. We'll see y'all tomorrow evening. Peace.